What is up, my friends? Welcome back to the fourth entry in the Rocky franchise. Super excited to get into this one, especially because it was one of the festive movies that you guys suggested. So I'm excited to see how it relates, but also just to continue on with the series. I have really enjoyed the first three movies, and so I'm hoping that I enjoy this one as well, which would definitely be impressive if 4 movies into the series they're still churning out good content, which is obviously a rarity. And I feel like this is the one where Dolph Lundgren's character is introduced, if I remember correctly. I don't really know much about his character, I just know he's in one of the films, and so that's about the only thing I have expectations of going into this one. And as I mentioned in the last video in Rocky 3, I have seen the 2 Creed movies, and so I know that eventually in the next couple, Apollo Creed will die in some sort of way, and so I don't know which one it is coming up, but I feel like I should mention that each time just because obviously my reaction to it would be different if I didn't know that. But one thing I am curious about heading into this one is if it will continue to be able to do what the first 3 have, which is make it a unique enough of an experience in order to still make it feel fresh and not too repetitive from the other couple. But I mean, I am expecting some good training montages and obviously the theme song to play at some point, get me hyped up, but I am definitely fine if they do that in every movie because that's definitely one of the most enjoyable parts of them. But anyway, I am ready to hop into this one. If you guys enjoy watching along with me for this, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up, helps the video reach a lot more people. You can always check out my full-length reaction to it as well on my Patreon. Link for that is in the description below. Hope you guys are having a good holiday right now, and so without further ado, let's hop into Rocky 4. Oh, I like this little intro right here. This is cool. Is that gonna be kind of the theme of this movie? It's gonna go global, and there's gonna be a lot more kind of on the line than just a fight.
I'll tell you, well, you better go slow because you ain't as young as springtime no more. I'm still young.
Oh, yep, there it is. Dolph Lundgren is in this one. His name is Drago. Interesting. That sounds like a pretty intimidating name, and I did see it's written and directed again by Sylvester Stallone. That's so awesome that he's just been committed to helming all the series.
I'm sorry I'm late.
Great, you're here. Now you can stop calling him names.
Oh, you've been calling me names, huh?
Well, we wait any longer, then I'll be ready for the next birthday.
Oh, is it a celebration for Paulie himself? Let's go. This man deserves a little bit of attention. I'm glad he's been in all the movies too so far.
I'm so excited that I'm starting to sweat. I feel like I'm getting ready to go into a big fight or something. Watch this.
What the heck, dude, is that? Is this Rocky in the future or something? That is not what I was expecting to see.
I wanted a sports car for my birthday. Not no walking trash can.
Come on, he looks great here.
He's extremely psycho, Rocco.
I think I'm with Paulie a little bit, man. I'd be super unsettled if I saw that rolling up to me.
Don't worry. I'll clean it up for you, bully.
Uh-oh, it knows his name. It's gonna overthrow them all here soon enough.
What are you doing with that cake?
Party ain't over yet, you know. Still gotta celebrate some more. It's a special night.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
It is Wednesday, my dudes. Of course it's a special night, and I am watching this on a Wednesday, so it's perfect timing. That cake does look pretty dope, though.
I said that you ain't never getting rid of me. Remember that? Well, you're not. Happy almost anniversary.
I'm always so happy when I see them together, man. I love their development over the course of now 4 movies. And I know we've already had a health scare with Adrian, but the fact that they brought those lines back into the movie, it makes me worried that we may get another one.
Russia will now throw its hat into the ring.
My husband and great undefeated heavyweight has come here with his trainers to America.
Oh, interesting. There you go. There's the premise. Gotta protect the home turf if he's coming over here. I mean, he looks absolutely massive though, so I feel like he'd be a freaking tough opponent.
What makes you think he can stand the pressure of fighting someone as seasoned as Balboa?
There is no one who can match his strength or his aggressiveness.
You make it sound like he's indestructible.
He is.
Yikes, I would be a little bit nervous, but Rocky has faced some pretty tough tests before. And if it's just an exhibition match, I feel like it's not as stressful. Is it going to be like Rocky 3 where we get an early fight?
If there have been rumors of anabolic steroids in the Soviet Union, Has Drago partaken in any such experiments?
Ivan is naturally trained.
Then how do you explain his freakish strength?
Yeah, I was about to say, dude looks like a freak in nature. I feel like he could annihilate anybody in the ring. Are they gonna do any testing on him, or are they just gonna let him compete?
As you can see, the results quite obvious.
And what results are those?
Whatever he hits, he destroys.
Yikes. I feel like that is a lot. I don't know what Rocky's previous opponents have been hitting. Might be the kind of fighter where if you take one hit, you're just out.
Don't you think people are expecting to see Rocky whack this bum out first?
This is just an exhibition about his kid stuff. The hell is that?
That's my girl.
Now Paulie's bought in. Okay, he's calling it My Girl. I love it. Is this robot gonna be like a main character of this movie now?
You're the greatest. See you, sport.
See you.
Paulie, who taught her to talk like that?
She loves me.
There you go. Paulie's made it big finally. No longer alone.
I don't want this chump to come over here with all that hype, trying to make us look bad. We can get great media coverage. We make them look bad for a change.
But you've been retired for nearly 5 years. Don't you think it's time to start thinking about something else?
I don't know. I understand both their sides, but I feel like Adrian has some good points she's making, especially for Apollo, because that scares me. If he's wanting to fight again, this might be the movie where everything bad happens.
Some Stallion. It's crazy how people, they just care about you when you're in that ring, and they care about you when you're blinking, but once you step out that ring, Stallion, it's like ancient history.
Oh, is that the reason why he's wanting to get back into the ring? He misses the spotlight a little bit?
Well, this fight you're having against the Russian, do you think maybe it ain't against him?
If it's not him, Stallion, then who's it against?
But do you think maybe it's like you against you?
Rocky is one wise dude. He's reading the situation well. I think he needs to say what needs to be said before he gets into trouble.
We're born with a killer instinct that you can't just turn off and on like some radio. We have to be right in the middle of the action because we're the warriors. And without some challenge, then the warrior may as well be dead, Stallion.
Man, great dialogue already. Stallone's killing it with the pen early on. I feel like that's definitely a staple of the Rocky movies that I've come to know, is there's always fantastic dialogue, usually motivational.
When this is over?
You know me, Stallion. Always think of something else.
That's what I'm afraid of. All right, you got a deal there. Feel sorry for that guy, huh?
Shoot, man, I'm freaking worried. I think this may be the one, because if Apollo's coming out of retirement, I don't know if he's going to be ready to fight Drago, considering the strength we saw him exhibit before.
Rocky, how do you think Apollo should fight Drago?
Firstly, I think the first thing you better get Apollo is a ladder.
Oh gosh, that man is stone cold right now, no emotion. Everybody else is looking too confident right now. They're underestimating him.
Lose and lose royally, he's gonna do.
How can you be so sure?
Well, I've been with the best, and I beat the best. I've retired more men than Social Security.
Apollo looks like he's just fallen into all the same traps that he was in the first movie. He's always been good with the media, but his overconfidence is what got him into trouble with Rocky in the first place.
I wish to say to the press, Drago should not even fight this man because he is a has-been.
You get that big chump in the ring right now.
Dude, he looks like he has a freaking foot on him when they stood up together. Jeez, there's no way Apollo's not fighting him now, though. Emotions are high.
You just shut up, and all these puppets that you brought with you history, chump. You history.
How did I do? A little loud for my taste, but good. Oh yeah, very good.
Oh, interesting. Was that calculated then? Was he just trying to anger him all of a sudden? If Apollo's got that fiery energy, though, maybe he does actually win this match.
Try not to wear yourself out.
What are you talking about? You sound like I'm an old man. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm stronger. I'm quicker.
If it were me, I wouldn't mind postponing a couple weeks.
Very interesting seeing Rocky in the trainer position. We haven't gotten this version of him before. I feel like he's got a level head, though. He's looking at it from an objective point of view.
This is not just an exhibition fight that doesn't mean anything. Look, it's us against them. What are you talking about? Maybe you don't know what I'm talking about now. Believe me, you will when it's over.
Looks like Apollo is not listening to anybody's advice right now. He's just going full steam ahead. I hope for his sake he's right, though. Whoa, man, this is a fancy boxing ring. Holy cow, they have stepped it up. I love the shots right now. It's just really well capturing the kind of awestruck feeling that Drago must feel being here for the first time. Probably the biggest stage he's ever fought on. Gosh, man, Creed is in his full outfit today. I don't know how focused on the actual fight Creed is, though. Seems like he's more focused on the entertainment aspect.
I'm Stu Mahan, and we welcome you to a most unusual event. For the first time ever, West against East in professional sports.
Thanks for getting me here, Stallion.
I guess that's a good point. I didn't really realize that it was such a big event beyond just one boxer coming over. It was the first for the country. Did this movie come out in a time where that was a reflection of the actual state of sports?
All right, it's time to go to school, son. Come on, get your hands up, man. You need an interpreter? It's time to go to school.
You're the lose.
Oh shoot, it looked like some of his confidence just shook right there. His hands look like they're made out of concrete, man. And it doesn't look like Drago's short on any confidence.
Be back in a minute, all right?
Oh, dude, I'm so freaking worried, man. This is just building up for him to lose right here. I don't think there's any way they'd set it up like this just for Creed to beat him easily. Oh gosh, man, the first few punches he lands, it just looks like it almost knocks Creed out completely. Oh my gosh, dude, holy crap. That did not take long at all for him to be beaten to a pulp.
He's killing you. I gotta stop this thing. I'm gonna fight, promise me. You're not gonna stop this fight.
Gosh dang it, man. Apollo's never been one to give up. Doesn't look like he's gonna do it now, but I think the smart move would be to quit right now.
No matter what.
I feel like that answers that for me. This may very well be the moment that Apollo dies, which would be pretty wild for it to happen in the ring.
And the lead throws the right hand and staggers Creed on the right to the jaw. Under the right to the hip.
Jeez, dude, this is not a fair fight, man. Drago is obliterating him. Gosh, this is freaking brutal, dude. And Rocky's just obeying Apollo, too. He's not throwing it.
Creed is down. Apollo is down.
Whoa, dude, he's like convulsing. Is he having a seizure or something? Did he really hit him that hard?
I cannot be defeated.
Somebody get him back down there. There is no movement by Creed. To the right over.
I defeat all that.
Drago is just completely unconcerned. He's just still asserting his dominance.
What started out as a joke has turned out to be a disaster.
If he dies, he dies.
I do remember seeing that quote, I feel like, before. That's absolutely ruthless, though, man. Whoa, and they really just cut straight to the funeral. Gosh, they didn't freaking waste any time with that.
You always did everything the way you wanted, and I didn't understand that, but now I understand.
That's so tough, man. Now I can understand why it was eating Rocky up so much in the Creed movies. He had the power to throw in the towel, but he went along with Creed's wishes.
Has the fight date been set yet?
December 25th.
Where?
It's in Russia.
Are you nuts? Why did you agree to this?
We fight in Soviet Union, or we fight nowhere.
Whoa, man, I didn't expect that. There's so much happening right now. First of all, it's actually happening on Christmas, so this is about as Christmas as a movie could get. And then that's also pretty brave of Rocky to go on Russian soil to fight.
You have this belief that you are better than us.
So lies to support this antagonistic and violent government. Hey, we don't keep our people behind a wall with machine guns.
Paulie's never shy about jumping into action. Interesting interesting that it's tackling some political stuff as well in this. They haven't really done that before. And also with Rocky fighting in Russia, I don't know if that's like a super scary thing anyway, because obviously Drago just came over to the US to fight and did all right for himself.
How does it feel to be part of such a controversial decision?
I'm not going to Russia. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why you're here.
Is she being honest and Rocky just made the decision without consulting her? She's gonna be freaking upset if that is the case, because it's one thing to lose Creed, but then potentially lose Rocky as well.
Why'd you do it?
I just gotta do what I gotta do.
So where are you going?
They said they're gonna let me train in Russia. I just wanna go someplace where I ain't gonna think about nothing except him.
Dang well, contrary to Rocky 3, after Mick died, he doesn't seem to be sulking around this time. He seems to be laser focused.
Even if you win, what have you won? Apollo's still gone. Why can't you change your thinking? Everybody else does.
Because I'm a fighter. That's the way I'm made, Adrian. We can't change what we are.
He's definitely mirroring the words that Apollo said to him earlier.
You can't win!
No, maybe I can't win. Maybe the only thing I can do is just take everything he's got. But the baby, he's gonna have to kill me.
That is so risky. These stakes are insane, man. It's literally life or death. Also interesting that Adrian tells him that he can't win, because not very often has she not been confident in his ability. I love that they're going through all these iconic scenes from the other movies right now. I think it does do a good job of just showing the perspective of Rocky's character, probably mentally recalling all of those events as well, just building up the motivation.
Are you scared?
I do get a little scared. Then there's another side that wants to go that one more round. Like going that one more round. That's what makes all the difference in your life.
This definitely puts a lot of pressure on Rocky, though, considering that he has a son now that he's responsible for.
Come on, the meat is running.
I love the little bit of theme that they're bringing in right there. It's definitely matching the somber tone of everything right now, but I'm still confident in my guy.
Mr. Balboa, we take you to quarters now. Hey, when does the sun come up? This is detrimental to my sinuses.
Dude is straight comedy, man. I'm glad that Rocky isn't completely alone while he's here. He's still got the man, Paulie, and I like that he has Creed's trainer along with him too. Man, if we get a training montage in this one, is it just gonna be Rocky training out in the snow? Because that would be pretty wild. Certainly a unique one compared to the first three.
Like you request. Yes? You requested this dumb location? Yeah. Why? You planning to grow reindeer or something?
Oh my gosh. Dude is extra talkative this movie. He's just letting them hear it.
Who are they? They are assigned to you. Official chaperones, yes?
Seems a little bit ominous to me. I don't know how much chaperoning they'll be doing. And I mean, this answers my question of if it's going to be unique compared to the first three. I mean, we did have a similar motivation in that somebody close to Rocky is killed. But other than that, it's very different.
How the heck is he supposed to train around here? What a depressing vacation.
Paulie is not meant for these conditions. Man likes his routine and comfort. Can't blame him. I'm surprised he came out here, though, because he'd been kind of in the background for a little while. Nice. I love it, man. He's got his mirror set up like the original. Got that constant motivation for him.
Apollo was like my son. I raised him. And when he died, part of me died. But now, you're the one that's going to keep his spirit alive. You're the one that's going to make sure that he didn't die for nothing.
Let's go, man. That's all I need to hear right there. Apollo deserves the best revenge on him through Rocky. I like this dialogue.
Try. You know what you got to do. Do it. Do it.
I like that he's getting a bigger role in this movie too. I feel like this is the most lines he's had since the first movie. And I feel like having someone so close to Apollo is definitely good for Rocky right now. Man, he really is just training out here in the cold. It'd be so freaking hard to do that, man. I feel like the air would just destroy your lungs. It would certainly ensure that you're in good shape, though, if you're able to train under those conditions. I also like how it's contrasting the two methods of training between them. I think maybe what I was just observing could come into play, though. The fact that Rocky's training out in the elements, but Drago's training in these very controlled situations. He's got that old school method of training. Oh, shoot, dude, I love that cutting. They're like in the exact same pose, but very different methods. It's definitely a very different training montage compared to what we've gotten. Nice, love the show of passage of time with the beard. And I love that Stallone is really out there doing all that training himself, too. That's commitment to the acting. Whoa, gosh, I don't know why. I must have like zoned out for a second there, but it took me way too long to realize that Adrian came out all the way here. Good on her, man. That's freaking dope that she came to support him.
I missed you.
I'm with you no matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Let's go, dude. I love hearing that. I'm hyped now. I feel like that's the biggest piece of the puzzle for Rocky. If he's got Adrian behind him, he can do anything. Great frame right there. Love that. Nice. Is it going to be as usual where we have the heartwarming moment between Rocky and Adrian and then go straight to the training? Okay, Stallone, holy crap, man. I freaking love that he does these sequences himself. It just makes it so much more entertaining. Yeah, his numbers are moving up so far. The fact that he was just over 1,000 before and he still killed Apollo with that, that's scary. Are those shots with the needle signifying that they are drugging him up with steroids? Oh, that's awesome, man. Freaking outrunning the car. Let's go. Always gotta have one of those running sequences in there. And the fact that it's in snow is crazy impressive. They really went all out for this, man. Freaking took him to the top of a mountain. That's sick. Oh man, now they're just having fun with it. That's definitely an improvement from the steps in Philadelphia. Very different crowd dynamic. I don't think many people are going to be there cheering for Rocky. Home field advantage is in Drago's favor now.
I know you're kind of busy just now, but I want to tell you some things I never told you. I know sometimes I act stupid and I say stupid things, but you kept me around, and other people would have said, drop that bum.
I love it, but I feel like he's just telling him this because he's afraid he's going to die out there.
But if I could just unzip myself and step out and be someone else, I want to be you. You're real hot, Rock.
Oh, that's an awesome moment. I love that. That's some of the most emotion we've seen from him in the series so far. He's definitely a good friend.
Listen to this crowd. We knew he wouldn't be popular, but this borders on pure hatred.
The crowd is on Rocky's case right now, but I feel like this is where he thrives, being the complete underdog.
His concentration seems to be like stone.
That's my dad. You know, what do you think we are, nerds?
Oh my gosh, that freaking dialogue and the fact they dressed up the robot to look like Santa.
And now the entrance of the Russian national champion.
Yo, dude, that shot was awesome, man. That's so cool. Making him look like a freaking super villain. Man, is this really gonna be a fight to the death though? I'm worried. I mean, obviously Rocky makes it out of here alive, whether he wins or loses, but I don't know what happens to Drago. And he's got the similar shorts to Apollo, and he is looking freaking toned right now. Man is quite the physical specimen.
Абсолютный чемпион мира Рокки Бальбоа!
Hey, let's go Rocky, that's my guy. If I was there, I don't care, I'd cheer for him hard. This movie definitely feels like it's never had like a low point. It feels like it's always been at a high energy level. And suddenly here we are at the last fight.
I must break you.
Oh my gosh, dude, is pure power. Love the camera angles though, just making Rocky look so small next to him.
Take a straight turn and be a rock for him. You understand? Be strong. All right? Now take a turn. No pain. No pain. No pain.
Hey man, no question now why Apollo is always so hyped for fights. His trainer's getting me pumped up.
Got the Russian right back in the Balboa's corner now.
Oh gosh, man, he did not waste any time like before. He just came out swinging. Rocky seems to be taking the punches though.
Now once more it is Drago backing Rocky Balboa up with a jab. And Balboa is not staying on balance because of the long jab of the Russian.
Jeez, he is so outmatched physically. His reach isn't even close to Drago's. It's gonna be tough to even get one punch in.
Rocky pounding away at the midsection of the Russian, and he's just hit him with everything he's got.
Doesn't even look like Drago's freaking affected when he punches him. That's insane. How do you get him?
Rocky Balboa is in serious trouble. They might have to stop this one before somebody gets killed.
Oh my gosh, dude, this isn't going very well at all. I thought Rocky was actually gonna put up a fight.
And now he's pinned by the right hand from Drago sends Rocky Balboa 15 feet across the ring. And the champ is down.
Bro, Rocky, my goodness, maybe this wasn't the best idea. He hasn't even gotten one decent punch in.
Rocky Balboa is just trying to get through this first round.
Oh my gosh, man, that was one of the most brutal rounds Rocky has ever had. He's getting absolutely annihilated. I don't see how he can turn it around.
I see 3 of them out there.
Get the one in the middle.
Great advice from Paulie right there. That's why he's brought along. If this second round doesn't go any better, though, I feel like that might be it. Whoa, dude, what a hit. It only took one, but he's back in it already. Heck yes, my guy Rocky, let's go. I don't think Drago's ever experienced something like that before.
Balboa picking up the Russian and throws him to the ground like a wrestler. It's a gutter war.
What is going on? This just turned into an absolute brawl all of a sudden. I feel like any match with Rocky has the risk of that happening, though.
Cut it! You heard it! You see? He's not a machine! He's a man!
Oh, let's go, man. I love it. He's starting to respect Rocky a little bit. The fact that Rocky's been able to outlast the initial onslaught. Maybe Drago's going to get worn out a little bit. I love it, man. Always fun little editing stuff thrown into the fights. And regardless of the result, it's definitely impressive that Rocky's made it as far as he has. They're going all out with the style in this. And there's, what, 15 rounds in boxing, I think, right? I feel like I should know by now. Only a couple left.
It's amazing willpower. Neither man backing off, and Rocky Balboa's determination is actually beginning to win over.
Yo, let's go. I was gonna say, it sounded like they were chanting Rocky. That's dope. This man has the power to get just about anybody on his side. I love it. Oh no, he's gonna freaking punch this dude. Oh gosh, did they just set this dude off? Is he gonna come out into the last round angrier than ever? That was a freaking wild shot of him though, picking up that guy with one hand.
What are you waiting for?
Dude, he's going to his classic taunting technique, it looks like. He hasn't even thrown one punch yet this round. Is he just trying to get in his head? Oh, I think only a few more and he's done. It feels like he's so close to knocking him out. Holy cow, I thought it was impossible to see that man fall down, but Rocky, I think, just did the impossible.
Rocky Balboa has done the impossible.
Just like always, that theme comes in. What a freaking legend, man. Apollo Creed would be proud, no doubt.
During this fight, I seen a lot of changing. In here, there were two guys killing each other. But I guess that's better than 20 million.
Man, this is cool. I didn't expect there to be a message at the end of this. I like it.
If I can change, and you can change, everybody can change.
Oh my gosh, man. Rocky, the uniter of nations. Definitely some good messages right there. I love that everybody's in there is so hyped for him now. Nice. I love that they always end on a freeze frame like that. Definitely a hype moment there at the end as always. I feel like this movie definitely went by the fastest for me, or at least it felt like it did. I think it was mainly due to the pacing, and when I was talking about there earlier, how it felt like there was never really a down moment. It always was just high energy, moving fast from scene to scene, and the editing was always quick. And I don't know if that was necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, on the good side, I never felt like I was bored or disinterested or anything. It always had my attention. But I guess maybe a downside of that pacing is, even though I knew it was coming eventually, Apollo Creed's death didn't feel as like significant or disheartening maybe as compared to Mick's death in the last Rocky movie, because I feel like they spent a lot more time with his death and Rocky and everyone mourning it. And I think this one definitely felt the most like I was watching a movie and wasn't like transported into these characters' worlds, if that makes sense, because of all the kind of fancy montages and editing style. And I feel like this had the most popular music type soundtrack on it as well, and so it felt like at times one long music video, which was fun for sure. I did like that aspect, but it just was a very different experience from the other movies in that sense. And I did really like the final fight. I thought it was good. Drago was a very intimidating presence though. Man looked massive in the ring, and I mean, Stallone, of course you expect it now going into these that he's gonna give a great performance, and he's gonna have great writing in there since he's the writer of it. And so only 2 more Rocky films now to go. I'm excited to keep going along, so it's definitely fitting that this movie is the one I watch closest to Christmas Day itself, since the fight took place on Christmas Day. And even though they didn't have too many like signifiers or references beyond just the initial one that they were fighting on Christmas, it still was kind of cool to have that and to be watching it around that time of year. But I definitely had a good time with this one, and I think out of all of the Rocky movies so far, this one may be my least favorite, just for some of the reasons that I described before, but in no ways was it a bad film or anything like that. I would definitely revisit it again at some point, just like I would with the other films. And so my excitement is still high to go through the other Rocky films. And I know people have said that Rocky 5 is viewed kind of generally as the worst Rocky film, and so it'll be interesting to see if that is accurate, if if I feel the same way, but I am looking forward to Rocky Balboa because that is the one that I saw originally a long time ago, like I think back when it was originally in theaters, and I didn't really understand too much what was going on, I think, at the time, and I really don't remember much at all besides the iconic speech that Rocky has, and so it'll be fun to revisit that one as well when I get around to it. But it's definitely been fun watching these characters grow and progress up to this point. They've definitely come a long way from Rocky 1, which this movie with all the flashback clips and everything definitely reminded me of that. But hopefully you guys had a good time watching along with me for it. If you did, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up. Helps the video reach a lot more people, helps the channel out. And you can always check out the full-length reaction to this and the other Rocky movies I've done so far on my Patreon. Link for that is in the description below. But until the next reaction, I will see you all later. Peace.